Hi everybody. In preparation for the master copy exercises, I wanted to share with you some examples of cross hatching and how to make it or how I make it. You can use it lines, just parallel lines. That's one way to do it. It's just using the simple line in the same direction, and then you just make more lines wherever you want more value. Wherever you want the shadows darker, you just keep making more lines. You don't even have to change the intensity of the pressure on the pencil, on the paper. You just keep doing more marks and wherever you want them. Of course, there is also the cross hatching. In this case, you just cross the lines, and wherever the lines cross the most, that's where you're going to get your highest value. You can cross it in all directions to get the value you want. You're gonna see that in many, and we've seen it in many of the samples you guys have found, which are really great. I've been enjoying all the drawings that you've been finding. So you can do it in any direction to find what you want. You probably have seen also in some masters that they follow the contour of the volume of the object they're drawing, like they almost wrap the object around with lines. So I'm going to do a simple shape here, a cylinder. You can see you can use curved lines also to do your cross hatching. That way you're not only representing the value, but you're also representing the shape, the volume of the form, which could be a tree, an arm, drapery. It's a little more challenging when you do those curved lines. So just keep in mind that this is an exercise about light and shadows, really. What you're gonna acquire is the ability to make shadows using lines of any object. Just think of that you are actually capturing the object in your hands and you're wrapping it around with lines. Now I want to do a sample of one of my favorite masters, which is Michelangelo. So I love doing the figures so much. There are some really great examples of cross-hatching in Michelangelo's drawings that he did in preparation for his frescoes. And you know that Michelangelo, when he was drawing, in his mind he was really sculpting, so he really has a good sense of the form and the volume of it. So I'm going to start my my exercise by delimiting the form, kind of like it was suggested. You can even trace it if you want to, so you know you can focus more on the hatching and cross hatching. But it's good to establish first the contour lines, and then you're gonna start doing your marks. Like I said, you can always trace it so you have an accurate shape. But if you want to draw it, that's a great exercise too. I saw some of you chose figure, which is something you're gonna run into something like this, like what Michelangelo was running into. So you can, again, you can do these lines, straight lines, or you can do lines wrapping around. You always want to start with long lines where it's going to be really a higher value, or where the body is going to get more light. And as you get more details, you start doing tighter cross hatching and more lines, wherever you want more shadows. So this is going to be above all an exercise about observation. and let the master teach you. That's the Michelangelo or Dürer or whoever you chose to teach you how they resolved issues with shadows and volume and lights, light and shadows in their drawings. So take your time to observe every line, every cross hatching, and this is going to be a really useful tool for you when you're going to make preparations for drawings, or it might be a way you want to define your drawings in the end. I hope it helps. Um, See you soon.